We'll begin with some breaking news on the Delhi 10-11 blast. Fresh round of questioning by the NIA is taking place with doctors from Falah. The Haryana police team has reached Falah University. That's the latest we have for you in the probe. Anushka is joining me live from outside Falah University. I believe Akhil is also live with me. Anushka, another round of investigations, another round of questioning. We believe more than 200 doctors and other staffers have been under the scanner in terms of questioning. Tell us what the latest is from the ground.
That's right, Vedika. We're outside the Falah University, which remains at the epicenter of this whole investigation. Right now, the Haryana police has once again reached the university premises, and more than 200 faculties and university members have been questioned so far. One cab driver, one cleric, and an Urdu teacher has been detained to question them further. The investigative agencies are trying to, put light on the fact that how these people were involved in the larger conspiracy. So far, what we know is that the cab driver was supplying SIM cards to the students who are studying here. Also, what we are getting to know from the investigative agencies is that more than 40 videos of Umar has been surfaced where he was trying to radicalize people while he was trying to teach them how to make bombs, and also how these kind of practices are avoided in and we are also seeing that this marathon in fact investigation is going on at the Falah University. We'll show you some visuals also. Haryana police has right now entered the university premises. This is one among all the marathon investigations that has been in fact going on inside the university premises. What we do know by now is that several of the people have been detained and several people are being questioned to determine what their role was in the university and the larger conspiracy that in fact it took place on 10th of November, where we saw that the blast happened at the Red Fort and more almost 13 people have lost their lives so far. Over to you.
Anushka, thanks for joining us there. Do stay with us while I also go across to Akhil, who joins us. Akhil, Falah University, the hotbed of investigations, it continues to be. We've also got some news coming in since this morning of more videos emerging from Umar's phone. Just bring us up to speed on how crucial that is.
That's right, Vedika. If you see what we have seen, that Falah has turned out to be a particular terror den in this very investigation. And if you see, an important disclosure has been made by the investigative agency in connection with the very investigation, which what we have seen that Dr. Adil Rathar, when he was questioned regarding this very module, that how they were planning and how they were operating, the investigators have got to know that they were conspiring to turn hospitals in Anantnag, Srinagar, Baramulla and Nagaon into a storage center for such deadly weapons. Because earlier, if you see what we have seen, that the Jash module involved in Red Fort blast was planning to turn such hospitals into the weapon storage center. Not only this, apart from that, if you see what we have earlier seen, that just as Hamas used hospitals in Gaza, like Al-Shifa hospital was used as a specific storage sites for weapons, this Jash terror module was also trying to convert several hospitals in the southern part of Jammu and Kashmir to use as a weapon storage centers.
What you're saying, Akhil, is very important here. You're saying there was this Hamas style of operations underway. The attempt was to make hospitals in different parts of Kashmir into ammunition centers, storage spaces for future terror attacks.
That's right, Vedika. This is what we have seen, that last week itself, if you see, the NIA has received such credible inputs, and after that, the moment this input was received, a major raid was conducted earlier this week by the police at hospitals in Kashmir, from where what we have seen, weapons were recovered from lockers belonging to the accused doctors. So this is something which is not new. Earlier, what we have seen, that across several hospitals, this raid was conducted in Baramulla, Anantnag and Budgam. So right now, there's a major revelation that has been coming from the investigation from the side of the NIA probe, that in which what we have seen, that they were basically planning to use hospitals in the similar pattern, the way Hamas leaders were using it in Gaza, in which what we have seen, that the Al-Shifa hospital was basically turned out to be a large storage site where Hamas operatives were basically using it as a storage center.
All right, Akhil, do stay with me. Anushka, stay on as well. I want to bring our viewers up to speed with all the latest in the probe. Well, it's been 10 days since the 10/11 Delhi blast. As per sources, the blast accused Umar made several videos. As many as 12 videos is what we're hearing have been recovered from Umar's mobile phone. The videos are said to be centered around Umar's radical thoughts. In his videos, Umar can be heard invoking the Afghan Mujahideen and is also said to have shared videos of radical Islamists to influence young professionals. Meanwhile, the NIA probe has revealed that hospital lockers were used to hide arms. NIA has arrested 4 more prime accused in the November 10th Red Fort blast, taking the total arrests to this case to 6. The latest arrests were made in Srinagar. All 4 are believed to have played key roles in the attack earlier. The agency has picked up Amir Rashid Ali, in whose name the car, remember, was used in the blast, and Jasir Bilal Wani, who allegedly provided technical support. In an NDTV exclusive, visuals have emerged of 50 bags of ammonium nitrate recovered from Fatehpur Taga in Faridabad on the same day as the blast. Security agencies are also hot on the trail of a Jaish handler named Hanzullah, who reportedly supplied bomb-making videos to one of the accused in the case, Muzammil. Meanwhile, the Faridabad police has set up an SIT to probe all the activities that were on at Falah University. All right, now some new revelations as well at this point. We're going to take you through some of them. The new revelations that we have for you, of course, talk about the 12 videos recovered from Umar's mobile phones. This is extremely crucial in terms of the evidence that the NIA and other security agencies need at this time. Umar invoked Afghan Mujahideen videos, like I said earlier. In these videos, he was reaching out to the youth and trying to radicalize them. And that's why he shared these videos that we have been talking about, 12 videos from his mobile phone. Umar made videos to influence young professionals. As I mentioned, these are very important takeaways, really, from the developments we have and also the SIT probe that is happening at the Falah University. I have with me our reporters, Pradeep Datta, Anushka live with me. Pradeep, coming to you now. I want to understand from you what the latest is on the ground. What's concerning, of course, and we've already spoken to Akhil about it, are some hospitals that were on the radar of these terrorists to make them into storage camps, just like the Hamas. But other than that, we're seeing raids taking place. We've seen arrests take place. Bring us up to speed on that, as well as the handler, which the NIA and other security agencies are now on the lookout for.
Yes, you're absolutely right. See, the biggest concern right now for the security agencies is radicalization, and they've already launched a crackdown against such elements. While so far as this hospitals being converted into storage centers where they can keep ammunition, already there had been case where the AK rifle was recovered from one of the lockers. That's one of the reasons that the crackdown has been launched. We have seen that hospitals across Jammu and Kashmir are being searched, and instructions had been given that now the lockers will be allotted to a person, and the name of that particular person will be mentioned, so that these lockers are not misused by any of the paramedic or the doctors in particular hospitals. So they are taking those measures. But so far as those handlers are concerned, right now, in fact, the security agencies have zeroed on 2 persons. One is Hanzullah. He's considered to be a Jaish handler operating from Pakistan. Other is Ushaka. He's also believed to be a Pakistani, but some agencies feel that he's a Syrian, but he's someone with whom Umar-un-Nabi as well as Dr. Muzammil, they met in Turkey in the year 2022. He's the one who had asked them how to maintain the secrecy, how to use encrypted apps, and Hanzullah is the one who has provided those videos where he was trying to tell them how to make bomb. And this is what actually during interrogation Danish has also revealed. He said that Danish was initially hesitant. Finally, he was taken by Dr. Adil to Faridabad. When he was taken to Faridabad, in one of the rooms, he saw that Umar-un-Nabi, who was making that time a bomb, and he was having 2 test tubes in his hand where he was just trying to see the reaction of a particular chemical. That was the time when he got a little bit hesitant, but finally, those videos which Umar-un-Nabi had made to promote extremist ideologies, some of those videos were shown to him, and he was brainwashed and indoctrinated. So he was a multitask master. When I say, so far as this white-collar terror module is concerned, I'm saying multitask master. He was making bomb, he was making videos promoting extremist ideology, trying to recruit youngsters, brainwash them, indoctrinate them, because the plan was bigger. It was not that only one blast they had to carry out. They had to carry out multiple explosions, and for multiple explosions they need more hands, and for more hands what they tried to do was like involving those people whom they thought can be easily radicalized. So right now, security agencies are working on all these leads. They have even raided Kot Balwal jail, the central jail, where they have tried to ensure that the Pakistani and the Kashmiri terrorists should not remain together. Even there should be no mingling of those criminal elements inside the jail with the terrorists, so that those criminals are not lured to terror ideology. That's what normally is being done by these terror-related elements. So all sorts of measures are being taken. But right now, yes, the focus is on who are these Hanzula and Ushaka. What is their real name? What has been the purpose? How long they had been associated with them? Because these seem to be the code name, Ushaka and Hanzula. These are not the real name. If we talk about Hanzula, when on October 18, they recovered those postals. On those postals was the sign of Commander Hanzula Bai. They are trying to find out, is the Hanzula Bai the same, the Hanzula that Maulvi Irfan Ahmed Waghe was in touch with? Because Hanzula was basically in touch with Maulvi Irfan Ahmed Waghe. It was Irfan Ahmed Waghe who had further indoctrinated, brainwashed these doctors, that created a module so that nobody can get an inkling and that see how these white-collar doctors, the professionals, can ever be part of any kind of a terror conspiracy. And in those videos also, when he's trying to provoke youngsters, instigate them, he's trying to invoke Afghan Mujahideen, saying that, see, what Afghan Mujahideens and Taliban can do.
All right,
they have defeated the world superpowers like USSR and United States of America. You can also do it. All that is required, that you need to have faith in yourself and Allah.